Hello, hello, hello. We're back again with another race. This time here we're at Silverstone. We're starting P4 after a scruffy lap, but we're just focusing on getting a good start here. And it looks like we have. We're going side by side here into the first corner, which isn't the best of corners to go side by side into. Very tricky, high speed corner. As there's a big wobble from the car in front of us here, we really want to get past him as soon as possible to try and catch up to the leaders. We're not racing here to get P3. So we're going side by side here. Looks like we're going for a wider line, try and get a better run, but we go towards the dub. A little bit of mistake, maybe some dirty air, cold tires combination. So we're a little bit now behind. So we're like 5/10 behind. Still within slipstream range, so we just need to chill and make sure our tires warm up. So we're braking a little bit early, and we're still getting a lot of understeer here. We've got a very oversteery setup on this car. It's a very pointy front end. We've got very, very loose rear end. But it does mean we get a lot of raw pace as soon as the tires have warmed up. But again, we just need to really relax, really push the tires slowly to warming up. Because if we go over the limit, we're not going to understeer. We're going to spin. So it's very crucial to be careful here, as we're going very deep here. That's better than spinning out. But we're still holding up to the back of Benjamin here. Still within 5/10. Still in the slipstream. So we're not overly worried. We are really waiting for the second lap here to really unleash our pace. As we head into Vale, going very, very deep. Definitely losing ourselves a lot of time here. At least half a second of time loss from that mistake, which is not ideal. It just means that we need to push harder though to catch up to these guys. As we're going into the second lap here, going to turn 1. Car again really wanting to snap even into turn 1. The rear end is just so on the limit. It's a very, very aggressive setup we've gone for. We just need to keep it in control. Just dance around with the car, and hopefully there'll be some raw pace as we've caught up towards Daniel here now with 7/10, which is within slipstream range. So now we're going to test out, see how well we're faring under braking, and a little bit wide still. So that means that by next lap we'll be warmed up. Big snap there as we're just trying to find the limit of the car here. As you can see, we cut the curb there, trying to get as much out of the track as possible, try and get a good exit. We're staying within slipstream range, though Julian up in P1, he's 1 second in front of Daniel in front of us, which means he's basically out of slipstream range. So Daniel is very much in a compromised position here. I can feel as though we've got more pace than him, especially into this corner. So you can see we bring in a lot more speed, definitely a better exit. Now we just need to set up a overtaking opportunity, really try and put the pressure on him. He'll be seeing us in his mirrors now. We have to lift a little bit into the first corner because the car is just so much on the limit. I may have exaggerated on the setup, but he goes defensive into turn 2, and that compromises him. Again, we go for a wider line here, hopefully not redoing the mistakes from lap 1, and we're going side by side into Village, which isn't a corner you usually go side by side into, but we're here on the Wellington Straight. Now, you tend to think you want to brake late here, but I think braking early and really covering off the apex is the way to go. Well, I say that, and then he re-overtakes us here, but we are right up against him, and all this battling is just allowing P1 to drive away into the distance here. So I'm really just thinking I need to get past this guy. I know he's slower than me, but of course it's his right to race as well. But as we go into Copse, I do a little switcheroo here. And now side by side going to Maggotts and Beckett's now. We're hoping that he'll back out because we're not backing out, and he does. Yeah, now we're just here to catch up to P1, who's very far ahead. He's 2.3 seconds in front of us from that battling. Now we need to see what our pace is compared to him. Of course, he's the #1 driver, meaning he has the highest I rating. Of course, I rating doesn't mean you're faster than anyone by default, but it does show relative skill to some degree. There is some correlation to it, of course. Now, we're just pushing to try and catch up to him. So we're really unleashing our pace here now. We've already gained 2/10 into, is it Vale? Yeah, Vale. So 2.1 seconds now. And we've been unleashed from P3. We're taking taking Abbey flat, which is very tricky with this setup. And it looks like he went very deep, and we've gained a whole second on him here. So this is now, you can tell he's under pressure. So now now it's game on. Now we put our game face on and just maintain that pressure. Let him know that we're behind him, and we're not settling for P2 if we can help it. Sticking very close to the apex there. We're trying to minimize having to correct the car here as he hits the gravel. He's gone off track. You can see him wobbling around. Pressure's definitely mounting on him. So that's what we just need to maintain it. And hopefully a good cops will slingshot us towards his slipstream. Looks like we gained 2/10 on him there. And we know we're quite good through Maggotts and Beckett's here. We're a little bit wide into the first corner. He's gone very, very wide here. We're definitely now within slipstream range now. So he's more and more pressure mounting up on him. He's going to have to up his game, or it's just inevitable we're going to catch him. As with anything in life, racing is very psychological. It's very mentally taxing. And really what separates the greatest from your average Joe is how they deal with pressure. When you're under pressure, you don't rise to your expectations, how you imagine things would be in your head. You fall to your level of training.
2.243. You've got the fastest lap.
As you see, we've got the fastest lap of the race. We're within 7/10 of the leader here. Really mounting the pressure. Trying to get as close as possible into each corner. So we're just focusing on hitting every apex. That's it. He goes very wide, hitting the dirt there. That'll compromise his exit. It's very good for us. Still within slipstream range. 6/10 from Julian here. And we're trying to play some mind games here. Showing ourselves in the mirror. May have compromised us a little bit here. But he's really pushing the car here. Look how wide he's gone. Which is not good to do in a Formula car compared to a GT car. It really you should be doing tighter lines with a Formula car because of the downforce. Gain more time that way. Yeah, within 6/10 heading into cops. Hopefully we can slingshot yet again. And he's gone completely off the track. He's really, really pushing. Well, we're not gonna stoop to that level. Let's just try and gain time. Because we also know we're very quick through Maggotts and Beckett's. We're just really waiting to pounce whenever we can. Whenever his next mistake comes. That's what we've been doing. We've just been staying consistent, trying to focus on hitting every apex. That's all you got to do in high pressure situations. As we miss the apex into that corner.
We're in a great spot.
But we move on. You know, we look towards the next corner, hopefully hitting this apex. Yes, we do. Very nice. And try and make sure we don't hit that sausage curb, which is very compromising. If you hit that, that could be race over for you, you're definitely losing plenty of positions.
1.879.
With 5
You've got the
tenths
fastest lap.
off Julian here. And we're really starting to think maybe lifting into the first corner. I don't really know how the car's going to react to the dirty air. We're starting to get into that dirty air. So just being mindful of when we're pushing the car like that. We don't want to snap
There's an incident behind.
off the track, which would just be a waste with the amount of pace that we've got on Julian in front. But again, ooh, we brake way later into that corner compared to Julian. Bit wide, maybe braked a bit too late there. But we're gonna get him. We're gonna catch him. We're within slipstream range. We want to win. It'll be a great win from 4th place. We're down to 5 tenths on him coming into Cop's corner. We're bringing him a bunch of speed, but we don't quite want to cut the track like him because that's just cheating, and we don't want to stoop down to that level. We're going to take as much of the curb there on the left, widening the track. Bit of a snap on entry. We just want to bring in all the corner, roll it in, and stamp on the power. Bit of an off track there. We kind of followed him off the track, but we are 3 tenths behind him. He is definitely seeing us in his mirrors now. Now he's wondering if we're going to go in for the move. As we play a little bit of mind games, pretend we're going in for the move, a little dummy move. But he doesn't fall for it. Now, maybe we can just jump on him now here, dive bomb him. He goes wide to accommodate us. Now we've compromised his exit, and he's right in front of us with slipstream. We're 1 tenth behind him. Can we make the move into turn 1? It is really tricky. It's not really an overtaking opportunity, but we just have to go for it. We go down into 5th gear, and we make contact, and unfortunately gets taken out. It's not how you want to end the race. We're having a very good battle there, but upon reviewing it after the race, we both we both talked to each other. We saw the replay, and yeah, it was just horrible net codes. I really tried to go down to the curb as much as possible. I didn't understeer into him. I think it's just an unfortunate net code situation, which is a shame because it would have been a really good battle. But we take the win here in Silverstone from 4th position. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe for more. Alright, see you.
You won. All right.